We'll just say this. Oh my God. Did that actually happen in the Season 5 trailer that's been released just a few days ago? Well, now we know why so many people have been losing their minds over this series. Lucifer actually got into a fight with... You know what? We better start this video. We have to tell you all about it. Otherwise, we're gonna explode. So let's jump right into everything you missed in Lucifer Season 5 trailer. The actual trailer. Again, oh my God. Season 5 has more surprises than meets the eye. Namely, we thought that they're going to have Lucifer go to hell, leave Agent Cole crying, and then return near the end so he can wrap things up. You know, after he has put hell back in order. That'll be kind of hard to do, don't you think? Well, the brand new trailer that was released on the official Netflix YouTube channel of our expectations, and even more. Namely, the trailer for the new season was released on June 13th, and in just 2 freaking days, it received more than 5 million views. And if you thought views mean nothing, and the only thing that matters are reviews, then listen to this. The trailer has managed to get 239,000 likes and only 4,200 dislikes. So yeah. But what's the big deal with the trailer? Why do fans like it so much? Well, it's because of this little detail that shows there's going to be another Lucifer. What? Is that even possible? Well, you better believe it, as many of the fans were actually wondering whether or not the writers are going to include Lucifer's brother into the series. They have. And this new guy is Lucifer's identical twin brother. I mean, you can't tell the two apart. It's like they're played by the same actor. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, maybe that's because they actually are. Fans went so crazy about this that somebody immediately updated the Wikipedia page about Michael Demiurgos, who is actually a fictional character in the DC Comics Lucifer.
How you hurt him?
You seem to be the one doing the hurting at the moment.
The character for Michael has been created based on the stories about the Archangel Michael right after he smashed that like button if you haven't done that already. Michael Demiurgos' powers. And from what we saw, he's pretty strong. Even Amenadiel couldn't defeat him. But that's where our dear old Lucifer comes into play. Well, guess the two are going to brawl it out until hell bleeds from both sides. When Lucifer was still in heaven, he organized a revolt against the rule of his father. However, he was no match for his brother, the Archangel Michael. Using his Demiurgos god powers, Michael defeated Lucifer. But Sandalphon, a fallen angel, thrust his spear through Michael's back and took him as a prisoner.
So please, just put the gun down, okay?
That is, until Lucifer came in and killed Sandalphon, releasing Michael from his prison. In the comic book series, they even had to fight the heavenly host who laid siege to Lucifer's home, but Michael and Lucifer joined forces and defeated him. So what kind of powers are we talking about here? Knowing that he managed to defeat Lucifer and his heavenly revolt, we'd be saying he's pretty strong. The only one who matches his power is Lucifer himself, and only God surpasses them both.
Looks like your brother was right.
Just promise me that you won't touch her.
His most powerful skill is the demiurgic power, which he used to defeat Lucifer in the past. He's immortal, invulnerable. He has outer worldly strength and speed, as well as telepathy and the power to speak to animals. That's why Amenadiel had such a hard time fighting him. So what's going to happen in Season 5? Oh, and one last detail. If you want to tell the two apart, then you have to look at their wings. Lucifer's wings are white, and he has a British accent. Michael, on the other hand, has brownish black wings and has an American accent. It's the little things that count.
Detective!
Trailer storyline. The trailer begins just as we expected. They show us Lucifer and Chloe on the balcony parting ways. As Chloe wants him to stay, Lucifer sees no other way than to go to hell and control the demons of his kingdom. This, as you might have suspected, leaves Chloe heartbroken. As Lucifer descends into hell, she is left alone, crying and trying to get over him and the fact that she might not see him again in her lifetime. In order to do this, she buries herself in work and she constantly goes out with Maze, getting wasted every night.
You'll cry really hard on my shoulder?
You will not speak to me this way!
But Chloe is not the only one who is heartbroken. Ella Lopez is also left feeling sad after she found out that Lucifer had disappeared. But she is not like the others. She still doesn't know Lucifer's true identity, which means the writers decided to leave her character as is. Then, as Maze tries to console her, Chloe finds herself in a world of trouble when a bunch of gang members raid her house and Chloe is feeling overwhelmed, taking on all of them. That's when our favorite devil shows up.
Don't go.
Even though the trailer doesn't show this, we assume he kicks everybody's ass in the room. Why? Because he and Chloe kiss at the end in the same room where the criminals were, assuming they're taken care of, or beaten senseless by the one and only Lucifer. And then he even goes to the nightclub, where Amenadiel, who's getting used to taking care of a baby, actually meets him for the first time since he's been gone. Lucifer tells him how he's gotten bored in hell, so decided to come back. But as you might have suspected, Chloe doesn't buy this. He knows Lucifer too well, and she tells Dr. Linda that Lucifer is acting strange, as if he's not himself. When she confronts him about it, she tells her he's been in hell for thousands of years, and that's probably the reason he's changed a little bit. Assuming that time in hell and earth are not the same, he says that he's the better version, or better yet, Lucifer 2.0. But Maze wouldn't be Maze if she didn't actually kick Lucifer's ass for leaving her and going back to hell without her. Seeing that he has no way out, he admits that he is actually Lucifer's twin brother Michael.
And that you put the detective in my path.
No, I didn't. Father did.
This is where the show starts to get interesting. Him and Amenadiel fight it out in an epic battle scene, but he's no match for Michael. As we already told you, he's an archangel. Therefore, the only person capable of defeating him would be Lucifer or God himself. So, as Chloe is getting used to the idea that Lucifer's back from hell, they begin a heated, naked affair. The only thing we don't know is whether this is Lucifer or Michael impersonating Lucifer. If he did actually have sex with Chloe, that would give Lucifer one extra reason to beat him to a pulp. Oh, and of course, we didn't tell you the reason Michael is back on Earth. As he himself said, he's not back to ruin Lucifer's life, he's back to take it. Take everything he has and everyone in it. And it's exactly here that we find out Michael has an American accent. If you pay close attention, you'll notice the British accent is no longer there. And you know what? Lucifer knows about this, and he's not very happy. After Michael caused chaos in the lives of everyone related to Lucifer, he comes back, and they begin the fight of the ages, as the two second most powerful beings fight to the death. This is probably going to be the centerpiece of the entire first part of Season 5. One last juicy detail. And to top it all off, there is one little detail that has just been released on the internet. Initially, the showrunners thought the show would have to end with only 4 seasons, when Fox canceled it. But then Netflix came to the rescue and revived it for another season.
It's called a booty call. You ever have one?
Of course not. Booties call me. Sometimes.
They initially gave Joe Henderson and Idley Modrovich 10 episodes to conclude their show. But that number soon turned to 16 as Netflix decided to give them a proper send-off, waiting for August 21st when the new season is supposed to air on Netflix. But not all 16 episodes are going to be released that same time. First, they're going to release 8 of them, and then they're going to conclude the season with another 8 episodes. The kicker came in when Netflix asked the 2 showrunners whether they had it in them for another season. At first, they were hesitant, and they thought it would only ruin the Season 5 finale. But then, after a few days of thinking about it, they accepted. The decision was finalized on June 23rd, and the Season 6 announcement was made on the official Twitter page of Lucifer when they showed the number 666 morph into the announcement for the 6th season. So brace yourself, this is only the beginning of the end. And on that note, we end this video. But hey, are you going to watch the series episode by episode, or are you going to binge the entire season of 16 episodes in one sitting? You can tell us in the comments section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.